all I remember is looking back and this person was running at me. His hand kind of slipped and I screamed. Like, the moment I felt his hand move, I ran.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. These faces are not new to this channel. You guys know them already. But for the sake of my new subbies, please do introduce yourself, guys. You can go first.
Hi guys, my name is Fufu, aka Nomfundo Sipesihle Ngumalo. I like to go by Dr. Red.
Dr. Red for you guys. I'll put
Yes.
up her Instagram handle, so do follow her on Instagram. And you are?
My name is Anna, also known as Zoo. And
Soft life.
Soft Life.
Ambassador.
Guys, she has a YouTube channel. I've said this before, but I will definitely put up the link to her channel. Please make sure you subscribe. Check out her videos. She's doing like, you know, her lifestyle thing, business thing. Actually, she's like multi-set. So guys, check out her. Please, I won't even stress her channel. Go check it out for yourself. You'll see. And I will also put up her Instagram handle on the screen for you guys. Follow her on Instagram. So yeah. Alright guys, so you guys probably have seen my other videos. If you have not, please do. I will put them on my description as well below. We are talking about, it's like a little story time actually. We've talked about our experiences, you know, being in Russia, you know, how we've, you know, gone through things, and I think it's important for us to talk about it so that people that are out there and want to come to Russia or are even in Russia right now know what's happening. Just as much as we always say Russia is safe, you know, but we also need to talk about what actually happened so that you guys are aware, everyone knows, you know what to do, how to protect yourself when such things happen to you as well. So yeah, she's gonna talk about her story today, what happened to her, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, everything. So yeah, are you ready?
Yes.
Why are you crying?
No, I'm not going to cry. I hope I don't cry, but
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
we're ready. Okay, so the basic things that I think most girls experience when they get here to Russia is the harassment. Physical, because you just be walking and a random guy will just touch your hip or
Yeah.
smack your bum,
Yeah.
and especially if you have nice nyash.
Everyone wants to grab.
Yes, girl.
You know,
They all want to know if this is real, if it's,
Yeah.
so the harassment is real.
Yeah.
And this one time I was out for a graduation party. It wasn't a party. It was at a restaurant, and we were just there. It was summer, so it was hot. I was wearing a vest, and this drunk guy, this drunk guy is in Russia. This drunk guy literally puts his hand in my top and touches my boob
Inside the vest.
Is it like the poo-poo?
inside.
And you are in a restaurant. There's people.
There's people around. My friends were around. And he just walked away. Like, I was
Like
walking.
nothing happened.
Yeah, I was walking towards where my friends were, and he was going in the opposite direction, and he just puts his hand in and continues walking. That was like
It
the
happened
most,
so fast. I'm sure you couldn't even see it. You didn't even see.
You
it
know
coming.
when you can't understand what just happened.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but I don't know if you say we get used to being
No, this
harassed,
is not something.
and it's
something
not
to
that,
get used to,
eh?
honestly, that's not something to get
It's
used
not,
to.
yeah, it's not, but it's just too much, because I've been in a cab and the driver turned around and literally rubbed my thigh.
What? Were you sitting with the
behind him.
I was sitting behind and he turned around and rubbed my thigh.
Wow.
And these are old men. It's not like young guys. These are old men. Somebody's father, somebody's uncle.
But then now, like, okay, for example, with the guy that touched your boob, right? Like, were people there, like, watching, or it was just maybe when you were, I don't know, in the hallway or something like? But were people around when he did that?
There were people around, but I don't think anyone really paid
Saw, like,
attention
what
to
happened.
it. Yeah. For cab drivers, like, I was staying in some place that was enclosed, and it was like new buildings, yeah. So that time, I don't know, the drivers always assumed that we were prostitutes for some reason.
Like, bro, like, you know what?
They always assume we're prostitutes.
That's exactly what I don't get. Like, that's exactly what I said in the other video too. Like, my friend really said that they just think that just African girls, you guys like sex and stuff like that. Like,
Oh my gosh.
where do you guys get that from? Like, I don't get it. It used to make me so
it's
mad.
bad. Just 2 weeks ago, I was when I traveled to St. Petersburg, right? So we just there where we're staying, and these two guys just met us in the elevator, and they're like, "Are you guys here for work?"
What work?
And they're
Oh my
like, "Good
God.
luck."
What work?
What
Your
work?
escort or something.
Exactly. So they just always assume that we're prostitutes or in that line of business, and it's not cool.
Yeah. You know what I also think? Did you guys ever feel like maybe it was because of how you were dressed? Like, did you ever feel like maybe it is you that's making them want all that attention? Because at some point, like, you just don't even... Like, I got to a point and asked myself, like, why would these people do this? Like, is it because of how I appear? Was
Even
I
if you
dressed
are,
the
even
wrong
if you
way?
are dressed as
You know?
modest as possible,
They
I've
still
heard
going
of people dressed going to church. Obviously, you won't go to
Yeah.
church showing anything, and then something
Yeah.
happens to
Yeah.
them.
Me too, that happened to me.
I
So-
wouldn't say it's about how you dress, because I'm not gonna say I dress in the most decent way possible, but I wouldn't say it's because of how I dress, because
Yeah.
I don't think I dress in a very revealing way,
True.
or a provocative
Provocative,
way.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yes, girl.
Yeah, so it's and it doesn't matter how a person is, because Russians literally go out almost naked.
Yeah, summertime.
The
Yeah.
girls.
Russians and most
You see a
Africans don't
badge.
dress like
you
that.
see a badge. And you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
somebody will be
Beautiful.
literally walking out shirtless
Yeah.
outside, and it's
see-through
normal.
things.
Yeah. So it's not
Yeah,
about
even in the
dressing.
hospital, like the doctors, they won't wear anything
Yeah.
underneath their lab coats. Okay, maybe it's not
Some of
doctors,
our
the
teachers.
nurses.
Yeah.
They will wear just the lab
bra.
coats with the white bra, and you can see everything. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So Russians just dress
They don't.
anyhow.
Yeah.
So it's not, well, not all of them, right?
Yeah.
Not all
Obviously,
Russians.
obviously, it's
but
never everybody.
it's quite common here to find them dressing like that,
Yeah.
and it's normal. It's for them.
For
It's
them, it's
okay.
normal.
Yeah. Okay. So I had two things that happened to me, and I think even right now, I'm still scared. So the first one was in second year. I was walking from school to my apartment, which wasn't far. So on the way, some guy started following me, and of course, you can see somebody's following you, like,
Yeah, you can see.
but you just like maybe we're going in the same direction. So when I'd cross to the other side, and he will also follow me. I'd cross to this side, he would and I was just like 2 minutes away from my apartment. And at this point, I'm like, nah. And then this guy, he paces up, and he starts telling me, "Oh, don't you want sex?"
Oh,
That question, I've gotten that question a lot too.
At this point, I'm scared. Like, okay, I try to walk fast, and he does the same.
He walks
I
fast too.
cross the side, he crosses the same side, and it's like, "Don't you want sex? Don't you want sex?" And I didn't want to go to my place, because
'Cause
now
you
he will
know.
enter with me. This
Yeah.
guy's literally walking with me at this point.
Yeah.
So there was a gym right next to my place. So I entered the gym, and I didn't know Russian.
Second year.
I didn't even. So I just Googled Translate what I wanted to say, and I showed the guy who was at the reception at the gym. And this guy was following me. What he did is he crossed the road to the other side, so the guy in the gym could actually see. I just pointed at him because I didn't know how to explain now. I pointed at the guy, and then he understood. So he called one of the
yes.
He called one of these buff guys from inside and told him to go outside first and check. So when one of those guys went out, the guy went to the corner of my apartment.
Oh my god.
And he was still standing there. So the guy now started telling me that no, I shouldn't be walking alone. I should have a boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
I should have a boyfriend to walk with.
We make a guy friend.
Okay.
Why am I walking alone and all that? And then he actually walked me to my apartment, and I went inside, which is really scary. So now every time I'm walking out, I'm looking.
Like, is he there? Because that
Everywhere.
thing happens. Like, you feel like the person is probably still following you, or they kind of like.
Or you feel like
come
anyone
back.
could be following you.
Yeah.
And then the second incident, it was at night. I was walking. I was also just about 3 minutes from my apartment. So there was a supermarket. Obviously, there's a lot of light there, so you could see. And then across the opposite, there was an apartment where there was also light, but there was a little space in between where it was dark. So I was walking. I was almost by the supermarket, and I realized this person was following me. So I crossed, same thing, I'll cross the side, the person would
go to the other side.
And then now, okay, I was just like, okay, I guess the person's following me or whatever. I'll just continue walking because I'm almost home. And this person started calling out to me, Diavushka, Diavushka. I'm like, yeah.
Definitely, now you know he's after you.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
He's calling me. I'm like, yeah. Guys, this person, all I remember is looking back and this person was running at me. I think this is like my most traumatic, okay, not the second most traumatic thing that has happened to me in Russia. Like, this guy was running at me. So I tried to run. I passed the supermarket and I crossed to where the apartment was because I'm like, at least there's people staying there. If I scream,
they're gonna hear you. Was it at night?
Yeah, it was at night. Next thing, I'm being pulled back.
The guy, he catched up?
Yeah, he did. He put his hand over my mouth.
Oh my goodness me.
I had like kind of like a backpack and a plastic. I was holding a plastic, and he put his
goosebumps right now. Literally have goosebumps.
He put his hand over my mouth, and then he was pulling me back because the apartments that were there were new. So next to the apartments is just bush. Like, there's nothing there. So he was pulling me back. I don't know if he was trying to pull me into the bush or whatever. I couldn't scream, nothing. Then I don't know what happened. His hand kind of slipped and I screamed. Like, I screamed. My body was shaking, and then I don't know where he disappeared to. I did not even look back. Like, the moment I felt his hand move, I ran, and it was dangerous because it was at night, and you know me.
He might have been just 5 meters away from you and you didn't see him.
I just ran, and there was this big hole like in front of me, which I didn't. Luckily, I don't know what happened. I noticed I would have fallen inside also.
That would have been the worst.
I ran and I got to the apartment. The security guy was there. He was in his cabin, and when he looked up, I panicked. Like, I was shaking. And I ran to, I was alone at home that time. I ran inside and I just fell on the floor. When I got inside, I locked the door, I fell on the floor and I just cried. Like, oh dude, that was crazy. That was crazy. It, like, the person could have raped me or killed me or kidnapped me. It's at night. Who will even look for me, guys? Like, it's messed up. Like, things like this do happen. People get harassed a lot. People get...
And the following, guys. I can't emphasize enough on the following.
The worst part is that, you know how sometimes when something happens, like, the person can tell that you're not interested and they'll just, leave you alone. But when they literally come after you like that,
yeah,
they force
it onto you, and they come to you and they even pull you into a bush, cover your mouth so that you don't scream. That could have been the worst case.
They really force it.
If you were actually taken into that bush, and like, what would have happened? Even if they found your body, they wouldn't be like, oh, like, we have to find this guy. I feel like sometimes because you're a foreigner here, things might be a little bit hard for you, So yeah, it's just sad. I'm so sorry, guys. Hey?
Sorry, babes.
And them taking videos of you
the
walking.
videos and the pictures,
That's true.
This video thing is actually so annoying, and it annoyed me so much first year. Like, I literally go to people's phones and actually go and ask them to delete the pictures, because some would even literally switch and make a video call just because they see you walking by, or they want to take a video from the behind. They'll call people and show you and literally make a video call showing you just walking behind. And I don't even know, because back home, like, we embrace who we are. Like, it's okay to be the way you are. It's okay to have that body that you have. But here, like, it literally changed how I walked out, because I felt like maybe I'm provoking people. I started, like, making sure I'm all covered up, which was so insane, because of what happened. Like, they would literally take videos. like, yeah, it happens,
bad.
guys. It's really just annoying,
It's
honestly
bad.
speaking.
It's
So
bad,
guys, if you're coming to Russia or you are in Russia and you're female, please be careful. Try not to go alone. I think your previous roommate once said this. Where like even if you're in a cab and you're alone, maybe call someone. So
Yeah,
Guys, please stay safe, okay?
and it's not your fault.
it's not
It's
your
not
fault,
your
guys.
fault,
Don't
yeah.
feel like it's your fault because with me
Yeah.
that's what I struggled with.
I thought maybe it could have been, you know, because I was wearing, you know, tight gym things, but at the end
It's
of the
never
day,
your fault. Like,
Because
it
even when
doesn't
you're
matter.
dressed the right way,
Mhm.
still try your best to be safe. Try your best to be safe. So yeah, any closing remarks?
And
You
there are
guys?
dogs on this.
Oh, the dog. Yeah, we'll talk about the dog story actually. We'll talk about the dog
guys,
story
now
after
this
one.
is making it seem as if Russia is totally unsafe.
No,
It's
Russia's
still
no,
safe.
beautiful.
That's one thing that I also mentioned in the other videos as well. As much as these things happen, Russia, I would say, is still way safer than my country.
It is.
Because in my country, I wouldn't even think for 1 second to walk out at night.
After
And so
6
even during the day, sometimes you get robbed in
Or
broad
walking with your
daylight.
phone like
You know, so I'm not trying to make Russia seem like it's a bad
During
place. It is still a good place, but just that be careful of 1, 2, and 3. Like,
Yeah.
because it's not fair for me to say, oh, Russia's safe all the time, and I don't talk about what actually happens. You know, I can't always be like, oh, you know, I'm trying to keep it real, guys. So if something happens, we will talk about it. You know,
Keeping it real with
Keeping
no
it
time,
real.
no.
we have to keep it real, guys. Like, you guys need to know these things. As much as Russia is still beautiful, there's still a lot of good things I can say about Russia. But if there's something that is off, we have to talk about it.
Yeah,
That's just
true.
how it is. So yeah, but it's not all Russians, guys. Like I've said, it's not all. I feel like you wouldn't find all of them harassing you.
I think traveling to other cities, you'd see that it's not the same
Yeah.
in each city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I can attest to.
The actually really really nice people. Like I said on one of my videos that I'll just be there and people be helping me with my luggage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we have
It was-
those even.
It was nice.
Yeah.
People were really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
so kind, you know.
True.
Yeah.
So it's not everyone. Unfortunately, in our city,
Yeah, I feel like it
You
depends
just-
also on the city. Because some cities know, like they've seen a lot of black people, but it doesn't even surprise or upset them
Yeah.
anymore. Like it's just, oh, you're a black person, you're cool, you're just like me. I've seen a lot of you guys. So, but in some cities that are small, developing, they don't really know. So it's like they always, you know, try to, you know. But yeah, that's literally. I feel like it's not the same.
the
everywhere.
melanin is shocking them.
Yes, but you guys are beautiful. Don't be scared to embrace your Africanness. Be as African as you can be. Your body, your skin, you want it. Just be you.
Yes.
You know, just be you. So yeah,
Yes, guys.
that is all for this video, guys.
See you
Thank you
next
so much
time.
for joining me on this video, you guys. And I will catch you guys on my next video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.